Hello dear viewers, I am your friend Shadab Imam and today we are going to start a very beautiful topic called queuing theory. It is also known as waiting line theory and this is the introductory lecture. So please watch this video till the end, and if you are new to the channel, please subscribe the channel and don't forget to hit the bell icon. So let us begin here, and first of all understand what is a queuing system. To understand this, let us consider an example of a doctor's clinic. Here is a doctor and the patients arrive here to get the service. Here the patient arrives at different inter-arrival time, and if we observe closely, these arrivals follow a certain distribution, and we assume that the arrival rate here follows the Poisson's distribution. Arrival rate is represented by lambda, and arrival rate is nothing but the number of arrivals per unit time. And if we assume that one patient is taking service from the doctor, then the remaining four persons here are forming a queue. And if there is another arrival here, he has to join this queue as the fifth person. Now these persons arrive here to get some sort of service from the doctor, and these service may be different in nature and will have different times. So these service times will follow the negative exponential distribution system. So the service time here, which is represented by 1 by mu, it follows the negative exponential, or we can simply say the exponential distribution system. And this is the term LQ, which is the length of queue. This consists of the number of persons waiting for their service in the queue. Here is another term LS, which is the length of system. This includes the number of patients waiting for their turn in the queue plus the patient who are taking service. As in this case, the doctor is alone here, so it is a single server model and it can serve only one patient at a time. So this constitutes a queuing system, and these patients after taking their service will leave the system. So please remember this example, and this example is important for our future discussions also. Now let us understand what are the classifications of queuing model. Now queuing models are classified in various forms. So first understand that the classification based on server. So it can be a single server system or a multiple server system. The example we have just heard is of a single server system where there is a single doctor treating the patient. And to see the multiple server system, let us consider an example of railway reservation system. Here we have three counters, and these three counters can have three dedicated line, and the person can come and take their service from any of these three counters. And this can also form a different representation as this, where it has a single queue, and as any one of the counter is free, the next person in the queue will go and take the service. Now let us understand the classification based on queue length. So it can be a finite queue length or an infinite queue length. So the finite queue length here can be understood by the following example. Here is the example of a garage where apart from the vehicle which is being served, there are four different parking spaces, and as a vehicle arrive, it will take the parking slot, and if there is a second vehicle arrive, it will take the parking slot, and same with the third and fourth vehicle. Now as all the parking slots have been occupied, if there is another vehicle coming to get the service, he has to return back as there is no empty spaces here. So this is an example of a finite queue length where the queue length can only be 4. It cannot be more than 4. And to understand the infinite queue system, we again go back to the example of a doctor we have considered, where we do not have any restrictions on the number of person in a queue. That means the queue length theoretically can be infinite. Now let us move ahead and understand the classification based on population. Now population is a group or a community from which a server has to serve. So it is based on a finite population model and an infinite population model. To understand the finite population model, let us understand a fabrication company. This company has 15 machines which does the fabrication work, and if there is any repair or a breakdown in a machine, the company has a dedicated maintenance crew which will take care of the machine. Now this maintenance crew is accountable only for these 15 machines. So the population among which the crew has to serve is limited to 15, and this is called a finite population model. And to understand the infinite population model, again we will consider the first example of a doctor where we do not have any limitation on the group of people which a doctor needs to serve. So in that, any group of people or any group of person can come to take the service. Now let us move ahead and understand the classification based on service discipline. Now service discipline can be of first come first serve type. It is also known as first in first out FIFO or first come first serve FCFS. Here generally FCFS is the discipline used where persons are involved. For example, in the doctor's clinic, in the reservation counter, where the first person coming needs to be served first. And in a similar manner, we have a last come first serve system, or we can say last in first out system, LIFO, and these are applied generally when the non-living entities are involved. Suppose in a go down or loading and unloading of a truck, where the last thing we put on the truck has to be removed first. In a similar manner, there is another system, service in random order. Here we can use this system whenever we are using a random arrivals, as in case of special events like games. Another example of service discipline is priority. Now priority is specially used for emergency services, as in case of dispensaries, hospitals, etc. Now, apart from these, there are certain customer behaviors when they arrive for the service, and these are barking, reneging, and jogging. Let us understand this one by one. Now, let us take an example here. There is a bank where a single cashier is working, and there is a queue to get served. Now, as the person arrive here, he will analyze that if he joins the queue, the amount of time he will spend in the queue and getting the service. And if the person thinks that the person did not have enough time to join the queue and take the service and leave, then the person will immediately leave the system, and this process is called balking. Similarly, reneging is when a person arrive here and after analyzing the queue, he will join the queue, but after some time, say when the person goes in the middle of the queue, he will realize that the queue is not moving as expected, and it will take him more time to get served, and the person here did not have enough time. So after joining queue for a certain period of time, the person leaves the system, and this process is called reneging. Now to understand jockeying, let us have another example where a bank with the multiple cash counters are there, and we have a dedicated line for each counter. Now if a person arrives, he may join any of these lines or any of these queues. Suppose the person joined the second line here. After a minute or so, the person realized that the queue in the counter 1 is moving slightly faster than the queue in the second counter, and if the person joins the queue for the first counter, it may get served early. So person generally switch from second queue to first queue, and this is generally happen when a person initially joins the queue. and this process is called jockeying from one queue to another. Now let us understand a very important phenomena called Kendall's notation, and this is the notation on which the various models are designed. Now the Kendall's notation is represented by these characters here, and each character has a different meaning here. So let us understand this. The first letter A, this shows the arrival and inter-arrival distribution system. Now the inter-arrival distribution system, which is a Poisson's distribution system, this follows the Memorialist property, or we can say the Markovian property, and this represented generally by capital letter M. And the second letter B, this represents the service time distribution, and this distribution also follows the Markovian property or the Memorialist property, and this B is generally represented by capital M, which is the Markovian or Memorialist property. Now let us see the third term C, and this represents the number of server. So there can be one server, single server, or more than one server. Now let us move on to the next term, which is D, and this represents the service discipline. We have learned that the service discipline can be FCFS, first come first serve, or last come first serve. So this represents the service discipline. Now E represents the queue length here. Now the queue length can be infinite and finite. Generally we deal with the infinite queue length system, so E has been replaced by the infinity sign. Similarly, the term F is calling source or population. Here also it can be infinite population model or an finite population model. Generally we deals with the infinite population model, and this F is also represented by the infinity sign here. So this is the Kendall's notation, and this is very important from the point of queuing theory as we deals with the models ahead. So if you understand this lecture, please like, subscribe and share. Have a nice day. Thank you.